On Chicago's South Side, it's become a sad and familiar fact of life. Just last night, 15-year-old Jasmine Jeter shot and killed sitting on a porch, the latest victim in what seemed like a never-ending wave of gun violence. It's what Chicago police have been bracing for.
Do you start holding your breath now? Because we know that the warm weather tends to bring these spasms of violence.
Yeah, the problem with warm weather is this. You just simply have more people out on the street, so that brings more crime.
But this summer, Chicago police hope to find themselves somewhat ahead of the game with a new strategy. In a tiny command center in Chicago's Englewood Police District, trouble is detected long before the first call to 911.
So it's 4 rounds.
Microphones, part of a system called ShotSpotter, detect gunfire, and a network of cameras paint a full picture for responding officers. It's more than gee whiz. It's changing policing and helping reduce violence in Chicago's most notorious neighborhood.
There's a camera somewhere around here watching us.
Yeah, if you look over there, there's a camera looking at everything we're doing right now. And these pod cameras have actually helped us apprehend offenders in real time.
Chicago has struggled for years with soaring violence and a rising murder rate. Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson says they've seen a 19% decrease in murders in the past year and a 22% reduction in shootings citywide. Violence-weary residents in Englewood are taking notice.
I have a bullet that went through my house years ago, but those kind of things are changing now, and I can definitely say it's much quieter.
Chicago police have hired hundreds of new police officers and opened up these strategic decision support centers in 13 districts, even using technology that helps predict where and when violence is likely to break out.
So what does that mean for the cop on the street who's patrolling, he gets a report of shots fired, he's rolling to the scene? How does this help him?
What it means is this. By the time we would get that 911 call of a shot fired, it was roughly about 7 minutes at least after the shot was fired. Now we get it within 20 seconds.
Chicago's transformation can be traced to an unexpected place. Los Angeles, which though physically very different, faces similar issues.
We are very tied at the hip cities because we both face a gang problem.
The city's top cops recognizing there was much to be learned from each other.
Chicago has tremendous technology. But what we worked on over the last few years with them is their accountability piece. In other words, owning the problem.
We found out that LA had the process in place to do what we're doing now. They just didn't have the technology that we had.
But as a recent spasm of violence painfully makes clear, there is still work to be done, including issues of trust, with the murder trial of the officer charged in the death of unarmed teenager Laquan McDonald about to begin.
We want people to feel safe, and I can tell you this, we're seeing progress, and that when we get done with everything that we're doing, Chicago will be the safest big city in this country.
The drop in violence has been especially notable in the Englewood neighborhood, where shootings have fallen by more than half compared to last year.